Good evening, Soul Family. Okay, I'm doing a special reading tonight for our full moon. Actually, let's go out and take a peek because I took a picture and it was lame. Because I took it with my cell phone. I've got a camera, a really nice one, but I don't know how to use it. It's awful. I gotta have a class. Ooh, it's shifting. There she is. There she is. She's big and beautiful. So tonight, this is the super full moon, super blue full moon. And then tomorrow is the eclipse. Tomorrow is the lunar eclipse. Sandy did her research and I thought, okay, I need to tell everybody. So tonight is the night that we put out all of our crystals. Dogs are barking, so it's emphasis right now, okay? Put out all your crystals. Go in, and it's about letting go of everything and anything that is no longer in your highest good. Let's zoom her back in again because she was super sexy. Yeah, I want to get a picture of that later. Let's see if I can get you right in the dead center. There you go. We've got a little bit of cloud coverage around, not much. Actually, you know what? There's not really clouds up there too much. It's just her aura. And what I found what's really interesting, I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but she's got a green aura. It's a green healing aura. And I love that. Our heart chakra, it's being healed. So, tonight, put out all your crystals. Mine come out here. I lay them down on this chaise lounge. Let's see. You guys probably can't see it. That's the princess's lounge. Ooh, and that was the shift tonight. I posted about it. But I'm washing her blanket now. When I went away, my landlord spoiled her, right? Because she's just such a freaking princess. She has to have the best of everything. So we had this whole thing, this elaborate thing with this big blanket and everything. And today I took the blanket away to wash it. And she walked back and forth across the ground. She was so stressed out. She's like, what? I don't have my palace. I don't have my kingdom. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? And I went out to do my prescription and I came back and she has finally thought, okay, I'm a regular cat like everyone else. I get it. Look at her. She's disgusted. She's like, I know that you love me. Yes, I was acting like a spoiled princess and demanding the best. And I know that you gave it to me because you loved me. But I'm going to be just like everyone else. I'm going to compromise. Compromise has happened in this house. The princess has now decided, okay, we're going to have equal treatment, right? Liker doesn't even have a bed like this. So now Lily has a bed, but she's not going to be treated like a royal princess anymore. And when I go to watch a movie, that bed is going to be moved over here. So the reason we're doing this reading tonight, put out all your crystals. It's going to take me forever to get all my crystals out there. Oh, Lord. So anything and everything that you wish to no longer carry in your life, you're gonna either write down on a list and light it on fire underneath the moon, or you're going to talk to the angels and help them, ask them to help you release what it is that you need to release, that you no longer wish to carry in your life, your burdens, your worries, your fears, your doubts, your baggage, other people's burdens, excess. I always let go of cellulite on my thighs. I do from back of, what else? Difficulty sleeping, stress over money issues, any miscommunication, any blockages, whatever it is. I let go of vows of poverty, past life vows of poverty, past life vows of chastity, because I'm done being alone and single. I want to have sex in my life and with someone other than me. So whatever it is that you want to let go of, you're going to do that tonight. Light it on underneath the full moon. And as the smoke rises, you're going to ask that all of it go and be taken away with it, the energy, and that everything be turned to pure white light. Because we don't need any of that bullshit out there or anybody else, right? We want a positive energy for everyone. Now, I am also doing this reading tonight because when I had those two messages that I was debating whether I was going to share or not, and I knew they were supposed to be spoken of, but Spirit said no, so I pulled them back. And someone said, okay, now that's torturing me. I've been screaming. She was yelling. She was watching the video going, what are those messages? I need those messages. So I'm like, okay. I said I wasn't going to do them because Spirit would let me know when they needed to be done. Well, clearly they need to be done. So we're going to share the two messages that came forward. And one, where are they? Let's see, find them again. I know what they are. One was the butterfly ferrets. She's like, what does the butterfly ferret mean? So I'm like, okay, that is kind of a torturous thing, isn't it? It's like, okay, it came out for a reason, but you know why? It wasn't meant to go then. It needed to go now. Okay? Ooh, and look. Ooh, I'll show you. My Herkimer diamonds. Oops, sorry. My Herkimer diamonds and my carnelian. They go well with this. Let me apologize. Yeah, that would be a nice thing to have happen. Listen to this song because that's, you know what? I'm going to do the other card first because of this song playing. I'm begging you, let me apologize. Can we work this out? Wait, can you turn around? Can we work this out? Just wait. Because I want to be with you. Okay, because that's why. See, Spirit knows when they show me when I'm meant to bring things forward. So if I hadn't seen that message tonight, I wouldn't have known. And I know that I'm doing it right because the song is backing up the message. So what we're going to do first, and look at the colors are the same. The carnelian, right? And the Herkimer diamonds. I have a hard time telling what they are. Herkimer diamonds. So the song is talking about somebody who has recognized something and they need to apologize. I'm begging you, you know. The Herkimer diamonds, they are excellent for meditation, for dream and vision work, and for advanced spiritual work. So tonight, I actually already had plans to take this with me, the Herkimer diamonds. I have some of these diamonds. This is a very special crystal here, and I don't know what it's called right now. I have to find out from my girlfriend, Kimmy. Come on. I can't get it out right now, but they come out. The crystals come out of there, the little diamonds. So for the messages for the Herkimer, and I won't go super, super deep. Basically, they're an attunement stone to attune to another person. So that's why they're helpful for this situation, because this isn't about apology. All right. They also will magnify any other crystals that you have with them. So what I was working with were my Amazonite, I don't know why I can never remember the name of my stone that I love so much. My Amazonite and my Australian opal, my Angelite. I told you I go to bed with a whole bunch in my hand, and I lay them on my chest. So I'm going to put a little cluster of my Herkimer diamonds as well, because it amplifies them. And so tonight, this is the night this is about secret desires and intentions. That's the pink opal. So think about that tonight on this, because we've got a super full moon. It's very, very powerful, right? And if you've got the Herkimer diamonds, then it amplifies it even stronger. So they will expand your soft energy, which gives strength to a larger stone. That's why they work together in unison. So for people who have been apart, this is to help bring them together, the Herkimer diamonds. So this is an apology that's happening with that song. This would be a very good crystal to be using tonight. So if you don't have Herkimer diamonds, hold on. Here we go. If you don't have Herkimer diamonds at your house, just put some in my hand. You can see them. Put them on the palm of my hand. Hold on. So here are the little Herkimer diamonds. And you're going to look at those, and you're going to take your left thumb and you're going to wipe it over your third eye, and you're going to say, Herkimer diamond energy power in circuit. Okay, I'm going to take that energy of the Herkimer stone, because you don't happen to have Herkimer diamonds at your house. You can still use the energy. You can visualize that you have them at your house. You can take a picture off of this video. And I'm going to put a post up telling you guys this video is coming up, because I know a lot of people on the East Coast will be going to sleep. So if they want to grab this reading while they can, it'll help. They are, let's see what else. Healing. They help to reduce pain. Circulation they help with. So get rid of imbalances or body toxins. So that's why it would be really good for tonight on the full moon. We're releasing things, so it will help you release. So the healing and balancing, they balance the crown chakra, the third eye. They work with the third eye as well, and your heart chakra. So I'm not going to go deep, but this is why this is a stone that's going to be helpful for this particular card and the apology. Now, for the carnelian, when I got this carnelian ring, I thought it was a bloodstone, and I thought, well, I wonder why I need this. And then I realized that it was actually a carnelian, and I absolutely need it. I wear a carnelian on my finger. See, now you can see one of them is like a darker, one's a deeper color than the other, so they vary. But you think of them, they're bloodstones. So you think about the fire and the warmth that comes from that deep color. It helps people that are timid speak and find their boldness. The carnelian actually, warriors wore it on their breastplate when they went into battle. So it helps you to come forward and be more powerful and be brave. It's a stone of bravery. The orange ones, which is mine's more. My ring is a little bit more orange. You would think that would be sacral chakra, right? Balancing right there. It also stimulates your appetite, which I don't need. It attracts prosperity and new resources and fortune, like brings fortune towards you. In the workplace, it's very good for ambition, drive, determination. It's really good if you're under pressure, with coworkers, or if you are like working for a company or a group of people that has very high expectations of you. It helps protect people that are out, like say, from falling tools, like construction workers. Helps clarify the voice if you're a singer. That's why it helps you to overcome, if you have difficult time speaking out. Gives you the courage to overcome whatever the difficulties are. Promotes a sense of community. That's why it's good for this situation that we're going to speak about. I'm telling you these things, and then you're going to remember when I start talking about what the message to the card is. So it's to be used for love and and for consuming love, or consummation of love, bringing ones together. So think about that. Wearing the carnelian with the Herkimer diamond, it's going to be amplified with the super blue moon tonight. Even more amplification is going on. Hold on, my battery's dying. So it's going to charge your batteries. It's going to charge your sexual and romantic batteries. And it's going to help you speak so that you can get that done, because there's got to be some kind of communication happening if you've got problems with that, right? So we're going to go now into, so basically if you had issues that's kind of like put a damper on your love life, it helps bring passion back into your love, into your love and into your sexual activity and just your feelings overall in general. So it's awesome. So here you see this little one. And she sits there holding onto her black cat. And look at her. She's not very happy. And you see that cranky scarecrow in the background with the crows all around. So crows and ravens always talk about magic and miracles. But this is about lost magic and the atonement and the rebalancing of such. So right now what they're telling you is there's been somebody in your life that has been really mean. They've been harsh. They've tried to, scare away, basically. They've been that scarecrow. Because they've got pain inside of them. They haven't dealt with their issues. They didn't want to look at what their issues were to heal. And so they inflicted pain upon others. They were nasty. Straight up. They were nasty. Because when people are hurting, they strike out at others. Right? And, you say those people need more love. Well, sometimes, though, they're too abrasive. You've got to cut them away. Like Lily has been very, very abrasive, hasn't she? So they've been hurt, so they want others to hurt. And that's what they do. They strike out. But at this time, there's a balancing. That's a rebalancing. That's the atonement. That's what's going on here. The raven is going to land, and the raven brings magic. And what's going to happen is the truth is going to come out about the situation, and there's going to be an apology. And that little one that's been so out in the cold, the one that's been hurting, that one in the foreground there, she's going to be cared for again. And then her black cat that's not been with her, she hasn't had the magic of her black cat, it's going to come back. And that nasty, miserable scarecrow that tried to scare everybody away because she was feeling so bad about their life, what they're going to have is karma, which is what we spoke about today. Cold freaking karma. Unless they choose to soften up like Lily did. I believe that Lily is a representation of somebody in my life. And Lily has realized I was being a spoiled princess. I was being a brat. I was expecting special treatment way above everyone else's. I wasn't looking at everybody else's pain. I wasn't looking at what other people went through. I was feeling sorry for myself. I was just seeing what I was going through. Now the thing is, Lily was tortured. Lily went through horrible things. It's true. But other people did too, and everybody went out of their way to make her feel better. And Liger was pushed to the side and hurt, right? So right now, in this situation, it's about somebody acknowledging what they've done, recognizing their behavior and apologizing for their behavior. It's also about forgiving yourself. That's why we saw the pelican. Drop the burden, drop the self-blame. Drop the blame of others. Recognize that people in your life are a mirror of you. It isn't all about you. Everybody has shit in their life, right? And what's been going on? You've been sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. This is harvest time. Look at that. There's nothing left in the field. Everything's come and gone, and you're left there with nothing. Great, I've got nothing. Remember the jealousy that was happening because you felt like somebody else got something that you should have? But you need to realize that you've created this situation that you've found yourself in. Nasty words have been spoken. Your friendship has been wounded. And kindness, the laws of, there's laws in friendship. Hospitality, love, kindness. Those are, there's a give and take in that. And those rules have been broken. So now you need to speak kindly and to revive this friendship if it's possible. The song, I Feel It Coming, Babe. That's lovely. But in order for this to happen, you have to acknowledge your part in it. What did I do? What was my part in this? It takes two to tango. So have you been feeling like sorry for yourself? Sitting in a field of loneliness? Not allowing anybody to come near you, and if anybody came near you, you barked? And you have now had to look in your mirror. Remember I said yesterday? Somebody gets an opportunity to look in their mirror and think, wow, I didn't see that. I didn't realize I was doing that. It's not what I meant to do, but I did, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. And this isn't about beating you up or beating anyone else up. This is just about seeing it as it is. So tonight would be the perfect time to let go of all the pain and anger and nastiness and regrow the friendship so that you are able to regrow. Because there's some friendships that you're meant to let go. There's some that have just been too toxic and you need to walk away from them. Forever. Like literally forever. But it's time to say sorry if you know that you're meant to say sorry. And say why this happened, what happened. You need to understand, first of all, why it happened for you. And if you're sincere and kind words are spoken, forgiveness comes easily. Being tough and trying to scare everybody away is just, that's the wall that Spirit said was going to have to come down. Remember I said the wall that my landlord pulled down, and he wasn't going to put the wall back up with iron through it, that wrought iron rammed right up its ass, right? He was going to rebuild a wall, a protective wall, so that the ones that were toxic were not allowed in. But the overprotection isn't going to be necessary anymore. You're leaving that behind because you don't need that kind of scary self-protection. You are keeping out what you want in. So you've been experiencing jealousy, intense jealousy, and unhealthy energies around you, sticky that won't go away, stuck to you like glue energy. But you're not alone. I feel it coming, babe. You've got magic in you. You need to forgive yourself. You need to say what the truth is and make amends. And watch magic come back to your whole world. Because best friends stick together no matter what. There has to be a give and take, though. There's got to be an atonement. There's got to be a rebalancing, just like Lily did. I'm proud of Lily. I respect somebody who has the ability to apologize for what they've done. And a lot of times, they haven't even been aware of what they've done. But there is an apology that's necessary. What was the number? 30. Oops. 30. So 3, again, is Ascended Masters, and 0 would be a new beginning, right? So for the number, sneezing today. I'm clearing like crazy. So basically what they're telling you with the number 30 is that you are fully supported by God, our Father, as well as all the Ascended Masters, and they want you to step forward confidently in the direction of your dreams. Tonight's the perfect night to release whatever's been holding you back. So that's why we had to do it in the order of this. The butterfly ferret says, okay, I'm reborn. I'm a shapeshifter. The number is 5, which means there are big changes rumbling through your life, your entire life at this time. It would be a good idea to call upon Spirit for help with these changes. When I left the optometrist, where my prescription was a little bit off, it wasn't off much, but it was off. I knew that it was. And they said, no, the prescriptions are the same. And I said, I don't think so. And they weren't. He says, but it's just slight. And I said, but it's enough to make things off kilter. and give me a headache. I have a third eye headache because something wasn't quite right. And I knew that it wasn't quite right, and it bothered me. So I got a new prescription, right? And when I drove away from there, license plate to the left said 555. License plate to the right said 222. So 555, big changes rumbling through your life. Call upon Spirit with help with these changes. 222, everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Now, with the number 5 singularly, it's a significant change is occurring, and it's always for the better. But still, call upon Spirit to help you with this. So you see this butterfly ferret, the 2 butterfly ferrets with this little fairy. She's got that little sad face still because she's in the midst of transformation. It's major, very powerful transformation. We got the super full moon tonight and the eclipse tomorrow. Remember the truths that were going to be coming out? Shocking truths possibly, or surprising truths. It doesn't have to be bad. It could be good. But the truth nonetheless is what needs to be spoken, right? So right now you've got this weird things going on because ferrets, they send off this musky odor, a stinky odor in defense, but they're playful little things as well. When they are vulnerable, they send off that scent. So this is kind of like you're a combination of you're being vulnerable, but you're safe at the same time, because as we move into our new self and our new powers and our new everything, a new protection that we're forming, our new walls that we're putting up, it's a little bit, unsure. We're a little bit unsure. Everything's new. It's like I'm getting these new glasses. I'm getting progressive lenses. Think about that. The whole metaphysical meanings of all of these things crack me up. They're progressive lenses. I don't want bifocals because I feel like an old lady. I don't want to be like an old lady. I don't feel like an old lady. I don't want to look like an old lady. So, and also they're progressive so that when things get light, they start to get a little darker. So they're softer on my eyes, right? So they adjust to the circumstances around me. Now, they're a little bit more money. They're going to cost me a little bit more. So it's kind of like, think about that. You got to put a little bit more into it, right? To get what's just right for you. So right now, the butterfly clearly is a symbol of transformation and change. So that's what you see. And you're looking again at the darkness, coming out of the darkness and coming in towards the passion. It's the same color as the sacral chakra and the carnelian, right? The colors there are represented as well. So this is about, you think about it, what the butterfly has to go to emerge from its cocoon. It's pretty heroic. It's a pretty difficult struggle to get out. It's not just a simple thing. It's like when a baby is born, it is not easy. Women will tell you, we know, when a child comes through your body, it fucking hurts. I almost died. I was in labor 3.5 days. I'm laughing. 3.5 years I've been apart from my twin. 3.5 years, and I was in labor for 3.5 days. By the time my son finally showed up, I had almost died. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So this transition, that's the same thing. Baby's being pushed through this canal, right? And you see that blood is being pumped and squeezed into the wings. That's what happens into the baby. It goes through, and now no longer are they feeding off of the mother, which is the energy, right? Not feeding off the mother. They're feeding on their own now. I mean, they feed off of the mother, but you know what I mean? They don't draw from the mother, from the umbilical cord. So you might have felt like you were in this cocoon. You've been bound. I've been feeling that way. I've been stuck, right? Maybe you've been overwhelmed and you've been wanting to be free. I've wanted freedom. But if you cut a butterfly out of its cocoon, it will die. It needs to struggle. It's just like a baby. If you were a child that was born cesarean, and if you're a spiritual person, you will know that the rebirthing process is very important. My son had to be rebirthed when he was about 21. He went through the whole rebirthing process again because he got stuck in the birth canal and he had a block. So same thing with the cesarean baby. I was lifted out of my mother's womb, so I didn't have to struggle. So it made me go through my entire life as a struggle. If I had known about the rebirthing process, I would have done that. So right now, you understand that the struggles that you went through, they've made you stronger. I said that to somebody today. I said, I thank my twin. He made me strong. Everything he's put me through, he's made me strong. So you have come through a time that's very challenging, very difficult, and maybe you're feeling exposed. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable right now. You're inexperienced for sure because you're new. I've been reawakened, right? I'm not used to this. My wings haven't even dried out yet. I've got to let my wings dry out in the sun. That's why we needed the divine masculine. And once we have done that and we have realized that the shape that we have taken is now very beautiful, we recognize our own power, our own importance. We've passed a very great test, and it's the danger is past, and we've been reborn. So right now, you've got these little sentries, these little ferrets. They're going to protect you. They're there. They're going to show you how do you use your wings. This is the energy. You're going to breathe in fresh air. The fresh air of freedom, because you're outside of what you were in before. Yes, you don't have a lot of a new experience, but it's exciting. So the butterfly ferret is here to celebrate with you. They're saying, we're here to help you, and we're going to watch out for you, and we're going to give you alerts. We're going to give you, hey, you know what? That's not a good one for you. Beware of that one. You know what? You need to keep your borders safe. That one's not giving you advice that's in your highest good. Or, you know, those people are best not to be in your energy. Remember, we were going to be rebuilding relationships that we have possibly damaged when we were in our darkness. But the relationships that we were allowing to be around ourselves that caused us to be in that darkness, they are being eradicated from our lives. So we're being told, keep our borders safe. Get your firm footing. Stand on your feet. Shake yourself till you're figuring out the direction that you're meant to go. You will be protected. You're not going to be set adrift. And you're not going to go back to sleep. You've already allowed yourself to fall back asleep, but you have been reawakened, and you're going to stay awake this time. And you can't pretend. You can't pretend you don't know what you know, and you aren't who you are now. You are very, very loved, and Spirit is here. We want to be here to celebrate you. So those were the messages, and they came perfect timing, just as Spirit wants them to come. I'm very excited to see. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love you guys. Have a great night. Happy full moon release.